Walking in his steps this past year for us, we've been changed, and Baseline Community Church has had a big part of coming alongside our family and giving us a place to experience community, a place to experience God's love, a place to grow in our marriage, to grow with our kids. And it's been a time of our life that I think both Heather and I would say has been a really amazing, rich experience for us.
Light up the sky, light up the sky, show me you are with me. I can't deny, no I can't deny that you are right here with me.
This year, following in his steps for us, and the challenges, recognizing and hearing God's calling for us, and I think we felt like we wanted to serve in the church, and with Sunday school we've been able to be filled up with the kids and the parents and the community here, that it's really impacted us, and serving in that way has made a huge impact on us.
Silver lining, when I've almost reached the end, like a flood you're rushing in, your love is rushing in.
So when I was asked to share about this past year and about what it means to walk in the steps of Christ, I found that this year has been a very reflective one. A couple of years ago, I became very ill and nearly died. And that would have been easier to talk about than to talk about a year where things have been very quiet. And yet, that's how most of our lives are as Christians. And is that a lot of the time life is kind of on the quiet side, and that's okay. I've been very aware of God's grace as I've been recovering. I've been very aware of His grace in my life as I celebrated 30 years of walking with Christ in the last year.
I started my walk with Jesus about a year ago, and it has taught me to love and forgive more. And even though He threw a curveball at me, my strength has grown in Him, and He's made me a lot stronger through this past couple months.
Following Jesus has shown me that He always listens when you're praying, and He gives you strength, and He's there to comfort you whenever you need it.
Having to rely on Him for my strength, this last chemo round, in the middle of it, I just gave up and had faith that He was going to get me through it, and He did.
And I think for us as well, it just really helped to be involved with a core group, and because it was our first year of marriage, it was just really important for us to have those experiences and develop deeper friendships with people that are in the church.
Yeah, seeing their busy schedules, all the young families in our core group, it's been just amazing how they are still able to do so much, and we kind of recognize that our calling and seeing them serve and the role models that they are, it really inspired us to follow in His steps and serving.
I wonder why the good man dies, bad man thrives, and Jesus cries 'cause He loves them both. We're all castaways in need of rope, hanging on by the last threads of our hope in a house of...
When we moved here a year ago, I guess I thought it would just be really completely smooth and easy, and we were so grateful to be here. But as we lived here for a while, I started to realize the losses that come with a move, and you miss friendships and relationships, and your children have to adjust, and they have to develop a whole new life here, and in that process, just growing in my relationship with the Lord, just being in His Word and being in the book of John and just walking with Him daily and clinging to Him and letting Him be just my sustenance, my everything. As He says in John, He is the bread of life. He is the way, and He is the fountain of living water. And without that, we cannot get through this life. And so just being in His Word this year has become all the more important to me, just to know Him and who He is and to walk that. And sometimes that means sacrifice.
Live in the sunshine, will understand this all by and by.
Walking in His steps to me is walking in community. And one of the things that I really value about this church family is that we are a community. I so greatly look forward each week to seeing people here and then seeing them around the city of Claremont, seeing them maybe over at the campus of Azusa Pacific where I work. We are family, and we are called to be family as members of Christ's body. And whenever I read in Scripture about the mentoring role that Jesus had, and I see the people who have mentored me and who I have opportunity to mentor, I am just profoundly grateful and am thankful. So as I go into this next year, I hope for more opportunities for gratitude and for ways to show that to others.
Filled me with more than enough, broke down my levees and my bluffs, let the flood wash me. And one day when the sky rolls back.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that we've learned through this whole process is how powerful prayer can be. For Katie to be healed and and for her to go into remission after 2 treatments, it's kind of a miracle, and we as a family can feel everybody praying for our family and for Kate, and I'd like to say right now I really appreciate everybody in the church for their prayers, particularly their prayers, and for their support and everything they've done for the family and for Katie. And we couldn't feel more love from the community and for everybody in the church, and we're just thankful that we're going to Baseline, and thankful for everybody there. And again, we're blessed, and I just can't thank you enough.
So because of walking in His steps,
because of following in His steps,
By following in His steps.
By following in His steps,
We've been changed.
We have been changed.
We've been changed.
I've been changed.